Colorado Avalanche Hockey on Altitude is brought to you by Dodge. See your local Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Or go to Dodge.com and check out our powerful lineup. Old Chicago, with 36 beers on tap and pizza so good that it's in the name. Experience the Pizza and Craft Beer Authority, Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room. And by Subaru. Looking for your next winter experience? You'll find it in a Subaru, the official vehicle of Winter Park Resort. Avalanche back in play tonight as they welcome the Nashville Predators to town here at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Why don't we take a look at tonight's Ford starting lineup? We'll begin with the goaltenders. And Peter, first look for the Avalanche to see Marek Mazanec.
Yeah, Mazanec, Mike, he played 25 games last year. You know, he had a good, solid season, but Pekka Rinne was out. Rinne is out of the lineup right now for the Nashville Predators. Hutton played the 2 games previous, and Mazanec, Mike, gets his first start of the season here tonight. He had played 47 minutes in a mop-up role against the Detroit Red Wings, but a big game for him tonight, and same for the Nashville Predators. Mike, what a game they had last night. Oh my goodness, was it a hockey game against St. Louis. They were up 2, they were down 4-3, and it was just and finally in a shootout, they lost 5-4.
And that had the feel of a playoff game last night, didn't it?
Absolutely. 37 shots on goal for Nashville, 35 for the St. Louis Blues. It had everything you would want.
And that was with that point that Nashville picked up, Peter, that gives them 68 points. Only Anaheim in the entire National Hockey League has more with 70. That's how good a season that Nashville has had.
Oh, this has been remember, they missed the playoff 2 years in a row, and they have turned it around. As you say, there's only one club with a better record, and that's Anaheim. And we all know how they've been playing this year.
And there's some hope for them, especially. And we'll see how Mazanec plays tonight for them in goal, but they're looking forward to seeing Pekka Rinne come back. He is their MVP of the season, hoping next week that he's going to be available for the Avalanche. So they're happy he's not in goal. And see what they can do against this young goaltender. Shot whistles wide by Zach Redmond. He had 5 shots in the game against Nashville on Tuesday. And Peter, by all accounts, including Coach Waugh, he played well.
He was great in that hockey game, Mike. As you mentioned, the 5 shots. But usually when a player gets his first opportunity after sitting out for a game, so remember he had sit 11 of the previous 12, you sit back and you play safe. He was right in the action.
Long shot by Yarnock. And that goes wide after he glanced off of Varlamov. Comes out in the center. Seth Jones. He's starting to pick up some minutes. He's been over 20 minutes, 8 games in a row for the Predators.
Mike, when you're looking at this, remember these numbers. The Avalanche right now, they're staying at 51 points. Calgary, 55. They play them twice. LA, they play them 3 times. Dallas, they play them 3 times. Minnesota, they play them 3 times. So, Michael, all of those clubs right in this mix. What does Patrick Waugh, what does everyone always say? 4-point games. 11 right there in that little cluster.
Jones backing up into his own zone. Flips the puck across. Just beginning things, Avalanche and Nashville. And thinking of Coach Waugh, he made a point this morning to say, getting off to a good start. Very important tonight against Nashville, who played last night in St. Louis and played a tough game against the Blues. So early, good start for the Avs, important. There's another chance. That's a second shot by Calle Jarnkrok, and another save by Varlamov.
Well, for Patrick Waugh, 3 of the last 4 games, he's seen his club tie it up late with a goalie pull. And I would be really interested, Mike. I don't know if they have the numbers. When the Avalanche have pulled their goalies this year, I would imagine that it is the longest stretch of time, or the earliest any coach pulls their goaltender around the National Hockey League. And the players love it.
Well, especially when it works in the way it has. You just build that confidence that you can do it. But then it raises the other question, Peter, and the games are so well scouted, so well looked at and analyzed. What do you think teams are looking at? What are they seeing the Avalanche doing well during those last minutes of a game when they've got their goaltender pulled that teams are going to say, okay, we got to prevent the Avalanche from doing it?
Now, the Avalanche pursue the puck really well. They 3-on-2, 4-on-3, the puck all over the ice, and they have a great desperate attitude.
And I don't know if you agree with me, Peter, but the other thing is they do an outstanding job of keeping the puck in the zone.
Oh, the defensemen are really good. And it's, again, one of those things they practice every day.
Jones works the puck to the corner. Wedge there by Gennon of the Avalanche. Reds with the puck. Drop pass behind the net. Back to the point. Shot! Oh, man, that was a rocket from the point. Comes off the glass. They're picked up by the Preds in control. That, of course, was Shea Weber who took that shot, won the hardest shot competition at the skills event at the All-Star game weekend last weekend in Columbus. Back to Jones. Slides it across for Weber. His shot glanced off the skate of Nate Gennon and clubbed down the ice by the Avalanche, but not enough momentum for an icing call. Now it's a race. And Jones gets the puck first. Whipped it around. Tanguay down low for Iginla. Tanguay has the puck. Poke checked away from him. And chipped up, but not out. Hayden holds it in. Down low to the corner for Iginla. Steps around Weber, who reached across and checked the puck away, but the Avs maintain possession in the Nashville zone. Duchesne spins behind the net. Centered in front for Tanguay, but it went off the edge of his stick. It didn't quite get the shot that he wanted. It ended up going wide. Back to center. Duchesne one-handed across the ice into the center circle. Controlled by Neal. Put it behind him for Weber. Broken up. McKinnon makes the handoff. Redmond finds Hayden. Pass up ice for McKinnon. Handoff down the middle. Shot! Landeskog goes wide. Back up the wing. Boy, Landeskog came rolling in like a train down the slot. Here comes chance by Holden, and that one goes wide to the net. A couple of blistering chances by Colorado on this shift. Landeskog with the puck for Colorado. Off the boards for O'Reilly. Back to Landeskog. He shoots, and the puck is tipped wide to the net. And banged out. There was a good shift, Peter, for the Avalanche.
Terrific shift, but 3 times now the Avalanche hit that guy with speed that's been attacking into the zone. First it was Redmond, and now a couple times on this shift.
Avalanche gets some fresh bodies out. Nashville doing the same. But once again, the puck in the Nashville zone. So the Avalanche, for all intents and purposes, trying to come out with great momentum. Nice little pass by McLeod. Doesn't work out. Cullen comes to center ice for Nashville. Push to the head, down the slot, back to Cullen. And it was tipped by Gennon. Worked back to the point. Slid across. One-timer. Goes wide of the net after it was redirected. Pass comes around the boards. Ekholm, the defenseman, pinching in deep. Pass comes to Cullen. Bounces it back towards the point. Volchenkov slides it across. Ekholm's got to try to take it off the boards. He does. Gave it away, but Barry without a stick kicks it up the boards. Slap back around. That will chase it down. Everberg comes up with the puck in the corner. He takes a hit. Delivers the puck to Gennon. Makes the pass out to center ice. Avs had to wait a moment to get the right amount of guys on the ice and not have too many. Shot taken, and a chance there by Taylor Beck is tipped over the glass and out of play. Good pressure by the Avs. They're only going, but no score.
Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. Scoreless in the first with the Avs and the Preds. Patrick, we talked this morning about you wanted your team to have a quick start because the Preds played last night. What do you like what you saw from your team so far?
I like our start. I mean, all we need is just to hit the net. I mean, we had 3 or 4 shots already, and we just missed the net. We try to be a little too perfect on our shot. And let's put the puck on the net, and let's see what's going to happen.
Thanks, Patrick.
You're very welcome.
All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, well, certainly the Avs are sending some shots that way, but no shots on goal, while Kelly Yarnrock has both the shots that Nashville has here in the first period. Avalanche with possession to center. And Duchesne able to slither by Weber. Pass in front. The save made by Lazanets, and he holds on to the puck.
Mike, you like to see lines early get some momentum. We've seen for the Colorado Avalanche, it will be O'Reilly's line. It will be, Duchesne's line. But it looks like tonight, especially early here, this line's got some jump. You've got Tanguay, obviously, having a great season. Now, all of a sudden, McGinnell's got 15 goals. Duchesne, Mike, had a great first shift. Now that they are really moving early in this game.
Duchesne against Gaustad. Gaustad, one of the best face-off men in the NHL. But the Avs were good against him the other night. Shot by Hayden. Got blocked. Gets it again. Makes the pass down the wall. McGinley fed back to Hayden. Down the slot for Tanguay. Pushed off the puck. Beck. Quick pass. Deflects. Varlamov will handle the puck behind the net. Finds John Hayden, and defenseman sends the puck to center ice. Back to Hayden. In the first period, 13-15 still to play. No score in the game. Duchesne. This is back through the point for Hayden. Sends it across. Intercepted by Roman Josi. And the puck is lifted ahead deep into the Colorado zone. Redmond back to get it. Gets hit. Duchesne, though, feeds it up ice. Taken on the fly by Landeskog. Gets in, pulls up, waits for a little help, goes cross ice. Holden shoots, blocker save, rebound, Lutz in front. Batted back to the point, held in. Stewart sends it across for O'Reilly. Shrugged off a hit and shoots the puck wide of the net. And it's a race out to center ice for it. Philip Forsberg chased down by O'Reilly. Leading the NHL in takeaways with 60. Able to take that puck away, pushed out to center. But Jones gets it back for Nashville. Pass across, then rink wide for Smith. He was the hero of the game for Nashville the other night with the overtime winner. Nashville is offside. Let's take a look at tonight's winning combo, brought to you by Blackjack Pizza.
Well, tired team, and you know they're not, Mike. You don't want to overplay it. I mean, they're not exhausted as they come in here, but they played last night, so they're going to have to. Nashville really conserve their energy, short shifts, be smart. The Avalanche have to push it the other way against Pete Lavallette's team, and then you know, Mike, the power play for the Avalanche, if it gets going, Mike, that means that some of the top offensive guys will get going. So it's a double-edged sword if the power play can start to score.
Races the puck behind the net. Bolchenkov swings it around. Everberg gives it to Mitchell. Everberg, McLeod, and Mitchell out. Backhand try by Everberg. That's stopped. Back to the point. Get it. Everberg turns and shoots. Had his shot blocked. Mitchell. Double pass into the slot. Bounces free. Up ice. The pass to Neal, but stripped away by Barry of the Avs. Finds Mitchell. And the Avs right back into the Nashville zone. Ekholm. Trying to send it up the boards. Cut off by Everberg. Swings it back down to the half boards for Mitchell. Steal made by the Preds. Pass out to center. Knocked down with the glove. And handled by Zach Redmond as defenseman. Makes the handoff. And Jan Hayden. Up ice for Talbot. Shot in. Cut off. Between the circles by Jones. Gets away from the forechecker. Skates out to center. Makes the pass across. Jarnrock. Drills it around the boards. Slowed up by Varlamov. Slammed around and reversed back by Bork of Nashville. Far side half boards. Chipped at, and it comes free for Talbot to take for Colorado. Makes a pass in front of his net for Hayden. Long pass to center ice. Trying to spring a leash. Backhands the puck to the Nashville zone. Approaching the halfway point of the first period. No score in the game. Nashville to center ice. Trying to get some numbers going. Carried in. Bartley. Pass. Deflects. And it's stripped away by the Avs. Slapped across by the Predators. And Nashville makes some changes on the ice while Holden's got a little time, some room to make a play. Goes to Brad Stewart, defensive partner. Bounced it down the ice. Cut off by Josi. Works his way behind the net, then heads up ice. Makes a pass. And Beck carries it in. Cuts in, he shoots at a block, gets his own rebound. He's tied up against the backboards, gets free. Pass back to the point for Weber. Across for Josi, both with good shots, those two defensemen. That time the Josi shot deflects away. Out to center ice, handled by Weber. He winds and drills it around the boards. Cut off by Tanguay of the Avalanche. Peter, what are you seeing so far? We're halfway through this first period.
A game in which both teams are really skating well.
Shot save made by the Nashville Predators goaltender Merrick. Was on it, and he makes the save to keep it a 0-0 game. Let's see who is in the groove. Brought to you by Groove Subaru. And all of a sudden, Peter, Jerome McGinley scoring some goals.
Yeah, he's had Michael's interesting goals in back-to-back games. And you look at the start of the season, like at the start of the season, he would misfire, the puck would go wide of the net. Now, he is zoned in. I mean, and that shot he had the other night against Nashville, it wasn't even in a good spot for him to shoot. It was inside his feet. He had to bend down. He had to get into it, but he fired a rocket over the shoulder. He is now being that Jarome Iginla. When the second half, he just catches fire.
And here's another thing, Peter. Just looked it up, and he has scored in 12 games this season. Total of 15 goals. The Avs have only lost 2 of those in regulation when he scores. So good things happen. He hits the back of the net for Colorado.
Right, this league is so tight. It's a 3-2 league. That's what it is. And one goal means so much.
There's a chance for a goal for Nashville, but the backhander by Neal goes wide. We are scoreless in the first period of play. 4 shots for Colorado, 2 for Nashville. They had the first 2 shots of the game, but they've now gone over 8 minutes without a shot on net. The Nashville Predators. A chance by Landeskog, tipped out of play.
Now let's look at some of Jarome Iginla's goals this year for the Avalanche. Here's one early against the Vancouver Canucks. And Mike, you see right here, just the way that he looks, he finds the opening. These ones are now starting to come on later in the season. And when he just one-touches and he gets that laser look in his eye, Mike, he is as deadly as he comes still. And, you know, late into his career.
Still can find that open spot, can he?
And you know what?
Get to that area where he can really unload it.
Absolutely, and he still commands a ton of respect. He still gets room out there, Mike.
Which he creates himself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe it.
Smith's shot. Nice save by Varlamov. Got that blocker out. The Avalanche counter the other way. Right down the middle. Holden to Duchesne. Pass across. There's going to be a penalty. And it's going against Nashville. Avs will get the first power play chance. Nick Holden draws the penalty. Going to the net.
Like I watched the penalty happen and I was holding my breath. Holden goes into the end boards really hard.
Nashville number 59, minor penalty, interference.
And again, Mike, look at Holden jumping up into the play. That's the defenseman. And he's knocked down and he went in hard into the end boards. Unfortunately, he seems to be all right. But now that power play, Mike, that we talked about that has struggled of late for the Avalanche, boy, they could really use one here.
Now, if the Avs do score on the power play, a lucky winner will get Avalanche tickets to an upcoming game, courtesy of American Lifestyle Furniture. Registered AFWOnline.com/altitude. It's an interference penalty called on Roman Josi at 11:23, and the Avalanche get the first power play opportunity of the game. Dumped into the corner. Preds, at least statistically, not great at killing penalties this year, which is surprising as good a season they're having. Their special teams have not been good, but they've been outstanding 5-on-5, but their penalty killing ranked 23rd in the league. Yep. Pass back to the point. Iginla. Handoff goes to Tanguay. Go ahead, Peter. Sorry.
If they get it straightened away, can you imagine what their record would be?
It's amazing with the amount of goals they are scoring. They just aren't doing it on the power play.
And they've been basically very bad at home, and yet they're 19-2-1, which goes back to your point about 5-on-5. This is as solid a team as there is in the league.
Getting close to a minute remaining in the Josi penalty. That's still looking for their first shot on this power play. McKinnon walks in, backhand save made by Mazanis.
Let's have another look at this. The speed through the neutral zone. You see the defenseman. Oh, Mikey, when you see the feet moving like that, when you're trying to pick up speed, you know that gap hasn't been good, and you're scrambling to get back. The defenseman actually does a nice job to force him wide to the outside, where McKinnon could only get the backhand on net.
And when the draw shot, and stopped in front of the net, and then whipped down the ice by Yarnrock. Landeskog pushes the puck ahead. Cullen has to reach backward for Nashville. Got it free. And Volchenkov finds an opening and sends it back into the Avalanche zone. Varlamov makes the handoff to Barry. called on Colorado. 12 seconds left in the Josi penalty.
Well, for the Avalanche, with that one line, Mike, these are some of the chances that Duchesne's line has had early. And Matt Duchene is right in the middle. And it's interesting the element that he brings to the line. Obviously, he's a great hockey player, but he's the speed. Then you've got Tanguay, he's the smooth. And then you've got Iginla, he's the bull with the shot. And it is a really interesting mix. They like playing together, and they really suit each other well.
Penalty on Josi is done. The Avalanche did not score in the power play, had one shot during that 2-minute man advantage. And it remains scoreless with 6:20 to play in the first period. O'Reilly gets the corner in the Nashville zone. His pass blocked, gets it again. Center is in front, there's a chance. Great save, rebound, score! And the Avalanche get the goal on the rebound and take the lead. It's 1-0 for the Avalanche.
Max Talbot comes up with a huge goal for the Avalanche, but O'Reilly does a nice job of staying on the puck. Right here, you see O'Reilly get in, he's getting checked, he stays with it. McKinnon drives to the net, but O'Reilly throws it back out front. McKinnon can't quite punch it home, but Talbot is right there. And the Avalanche were in the midst of a little bit of a line change. Talbot was coming on the ice, Landeskog had just come off, and it pays off for the Avalanche.
So the Avalanche get that important first goal. Let's show you the Jeep scoring summary. Max Talbot with his 4th of the season at 13:49. Nathan MacKinnon, Ryan O'Reilly picking up the assists. The Avalanche strike first. They've got the lead. And out shooting Nashville 8-3. So a terrific start for the Avalanche.
Spectacular.
In the corner, Smith turns out of the corner, shoots, saved by Varlamov. Rebound loose and shipped around the boards. Jones holds it at the blue line. Down the boards for Ribeiro. He had 3 assists on Tuesday against the Avs. Quick snapshot by Smith, then Varlamov with another sparkling save. And Mitchell gets angry at Smith in front of the net. And we'll be back. The Avs strike first, Max Talbot. And the Avs are up 1-0. Time for Did You Know? Presented by Stevenson Automotive. Here's tonight's question. Matt Duchene and Nathan MacKinnon each have 5 shootout goals this season already. Who holds the Avalanche record with 10 in the season? Is it C1, Milan Hajduk, C2, Joe Sakic, or C3, Wojtek Wolski? Answer 53548. Win some tickets to an upcoming Avalanche game.
And Mike, the only hint I'll give you is that during that year, 10 of the most beautiful goals I've ever seen.
That's the hint?
That's the hint.
Well,
I'm pretty cagey.
I was going to say, all right, that narrowed it down. The guys there could score some pretty fancy goals. Battle for the puck along the boards. Sparrow leans into Colin Wilson. And the puck comes free for Duchene. Thrown out in front. And Varlamov had to be sharp, and he was. Still 1-0 for Nashville. Goal by Max Talbot. The Avs are leading this one. To the center. Backing up into his own zone. Seth Jones. Headman pass. Mike Fisher. And a good night last night against St. Louis.
He got his 500th point in his NHL career, but he had 2 goals and an assist against the St. Louis Blues.
Race down the ice. Back into the Nashville zone. Volchenkov will come up with the puck. Stops behind the net. The Preds begin their breakout. Trailing 1-0. Avalanche get the first goal of the game, scored by Max Talbot. Redmond drops the puck in the corner. Turned up the wall. And tipped to center ice. Volchenkov got it again. Hammered around the board. Slowed up by Varlamov. And the Avalanche move to center. Talbot, his pass. That's too far for MacKinnon to handle. Cullen reels in the puck, sends it high in the air, right at the blue line. Poked away by MacKinnon. Leach trying to clear the zone. Gets a little help, stepping up. Nick Holden over towards Talbot. Drops the puck in the corner. Ribeiro trying to hold up Cleach. Cleach makes the pass towards Briere. Broken up. Preds with the puck. Carried up by Forsberg. In the middle circle. Pushed ahead by Rivero. Comes bouncing back for the Avs. Daniel Briere. Trailing. Shot by Cleese. Gets blocked. And carried to center by Smith. But it's 1-on-2. Both Avs defensemen back. Holden and Stewart. Played by Varlamov up the boards. Smith turns, shoots, and that was Stewart actually who had to go off his stick on net. Weber back at center, sharp pass, and it's bouncing to the corner. Peter, even his passes are going about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, but who is the hardest passer the Avalanche ever had?
Ray Bourque.
Ray Bourque by a country mile. The really good defenseman passed the puck really hard. That is just one of those common threads. The great defenseman.
Gaustad's pass didn't get out of the zone. Great work by the Avs to hold it in. Wait a minute, they're going to say hand pass? Boy, it sure looked like Barry was still inside the blue line when he made the play, but nonetheless, play has been halted here in the first.
Well, Smith, who had the overtime game winner for Nashville last game, throws it across. And, you know, that's one of those ones for a defenseman. You know, you're trying to just get the puck. But, you know, Varley, I tell you, Mike, we've seen it so often. When he's sharp early, he is sharp all game long.
And he looks like he's ready tonight.
Yep.
.237 to go in the period. 8-7 shot advantage for Colorado. Nashville's had the last 4 shots. The Avs had the only goal of this first period. Pushed around the boards, tipped out to center ice by Beck. Mitchell's pass. Finds Nate Gennon. Back behind for Barry. Over towards Gennon. Shoots the puck into the Nashville end.
Mike, very crisp period as far as passing for the Avalanche. There's been a lot of tape-to-tape passes in this first period.
You made the point on Tuesday, Peter, after the All-Star break, that's one of the things you really notice on the team. When they don't practice for that amount of time, it's the passing that you notice, or lack of crisp passing that you really notice. And you're seeing the difference tonight after a couple of days of practice.
Plus the game. So they you know, you amp up that game pressure.
Jones from the point. Shoots. Went off of Hayda with the Avs. Smacks the puck up and out. Kinnan bearing in. But the puck played up off the glass. Landeskog held it in. Back in behind the net by the Preds. Bartley collides in the far side wall with O'Reilly. O'Reilly's helmet comes off. He's still in play though. Landeskog's pass back to the point. And it comes out to center ice. And we're about 1 minute remaining in the first period. Colorado with a Max Talbot goal, leading 1-0. Pass brought in by Duchesne. Turns, he shoots, and the save. Boy, that was a sharp opportunity there by Duchesne. Luxury has an address. Cooney Lexus invites you to see the full line of Lexus all-weather drive sedans and luxury utility vehicles for 2015. They're available at Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village and Colorado Springs.
Mike, that's twice in this period. Duchesne has broken into the zone and shot it right past the defenseman's ankles, right on net. Good chances.
Another face-off in the Pred zone. Nashville's got it. Pass the Bice for Bourque. Sends it across. Bounced off of Yarnrock of Nashville. And behind the net, played by Stewart up the boards. And a steal by Yossi. He's pinned against the boards by Holden. Duchesne hustling. Boy, he's got his skates on tonight. He's moving. Pass out through center. Played back by Bourque into his own zone. Carried up Bice. Yossi over the line with the puck. Makes the pass. Yarnrock cross ice. Weber wide. Oh, man. He sent a blistering chance. That was stopped by Varlamov. Shot back around the boards. Cut off behind the net by Cullen. Pinned against the boards by Gennon. Slapped around and out by the Avalanche, who are going to get called for icing. Whistle blows with 4 seconds to go in the period.
Interesting to watch Yossi, Mike, 24-year-old Swiss native, who's played on their international team for many times. But he and Weber, Mike, they have a wonderful chemistry, and they'll switch back and forth. They'll get on each other's forehand. They move back and forth from the right side to the left side, and they set up that shot. and they both can fire it. I bet there isn't a harder shooting defensive pair in the NHL.
Well, I think you put Weber with anybody.
Weber with
you might have that category.
Weber with me, you know.
Well, that was a good period.
Yes. Fastball.
Well, that was a good first period for the Avs. They came out and did what they wanted to do, Peter.
Absolutely.
They lead the game, and they came out with some tenacity.
And some pace. I mean, there was pace on every shift. One of the things you watch with the Avalanche in any club, when they're really into it, you're really flying. The shifts are the turnover is quick. The line changes are quick, and the Avalanche were quick in every aspect in this first period.
They get a goal from Max Talbot, assisted by Nathan MacKinnon and Ryan O'Reilly. It comes at 13:49 of the first period, and it's giving the Avs that 1-0 lead. Stay with us after the break. It's the Toyota Tundra Show. Max Talbot had the only goal during the first period of play, and the Avalanche lead the Predators 1-0 after one at Pepsi Center in Denver. And Peter, the theme for the Avalanche before the start of this game was get a good start, come out strong, try to take advantage that the Predators played last night. I think that worked for the Avalanche.
Yeah, they wanted three things. They wanted to be physical, they wanted to set the pace, and they wanted to score first. And they did each of those things in the first period. When the Avalanche came out and led by Cody McLeod and Gabe Landeskog, they were hard, especially on the defenseman down low. Volchenkov takes a bomb of a hit right there. But here's the speed. MacKinnon through the neutral zone. I mean, he had everybody backing up, as he always does. The Colorado Avalanche using the speed, get the puck through. What a play by O'Reilly. One guy has him. The second guy has him. He stays on it. Now walks up front. MacKinnon bangs home a little bit. Talbot is at the right spot at the right time. But nice play by O'Reilly. Big goal by Talbot. And the Avalanche got a lot accomplished in that first period.
It's one thing to work, get all that stuff done, but you need the reward of goals, and they got one. They have the lead. Duchesne against Ribeiro to start the second period. As outshot Nashville 9-7. The other part is you're trying to take advantage of a young goaltender who hasn't played a lot in the National Hockey League, who's getting the start tonight for Nashville.
Mike, he was in 25 games last year for Nashville, but you know, this is his first start this season, so you know, he's just bound to be a little nervous.
During the All-Star break, he did go and play for Milwaukee in the American Hockey League during that time. Had a game in, but this is his first start of the season. Nashville with a puck in the Avs zone. Pass by Forsberg, back to the point. Yossi's chance, glove save made by Varlamov.
It's always interesting, like in games like this now, how is the pace going to be affected? I was just talking to the linesmen between, you know, just between the intermission here, just as they were coming out, and they were talking. I said, boy, these guys skating, and he said, quote, yeah, we were talking about that between periods. So that it was a real good pace in that first period. How is it going to, you know, continue? Does Nashville want it to continue? How is this going to play out in the second period?
Pass gets tipped to center ice. Racing across, it's chopped by Volchenkov to center. Tipped back into the Nashville zone. One zip Avs just beginning play in the second period here in Denver. Pass gets tipped off of MacKinnon and into the crowd, out of play.
Well, Philip Forsberg, Mike, he scored a couple of highlight reel goals against the Avalanche. Here was the first time these two clubs met. It gave the Nashville the 1-0 lead. Remember in that game, Nashville got a couple of empty net goals. But here is a pretty goal. Mike, you got to have great hands. He had no angle at all. So what we saw was great puck skills on the first one, and just that natural ability to score goals in the second one.
Forsberg this season, 17 total goals, 42 points for Nashville. What a rookie year he is having. Ekholm up ice for Cullen. Stood up at the line by Hayda. Redmond. Mitchell has it for the Avs. Off the glass. Gets in at the blue line. But Volchenkov took a hit. Paid the price for keeping it in.
They don't think you're going to hurt Volchenkov. Like, he's 6'2", he's 225 pounds, and he is built like a truck.
That was Cody McLeod who just delivered that hit. Long pass, miss. And it's an icing call on the Avalanche.
Mike, I got to tell you, this is the part for me that is so frustrating. Watch this hit and tell me, does it look like much there? No, it doesn't look like much, does it? I'm 10 feet away from there. It was so hard, it was unbelievable. The boards just bent. The players on both benches were like, wow, I couldn't believe Volchenko got up and just skated away from it. It was so powerful, but it doesn't show on TV, and it's so, we've talked about it before, it is so frustrating.
Peter, when we just saw that again, it looked like nothing.
Nothing
at all.
Yeah, it just looked like two guys brushing in the wind sort of thing. Mike, I guarantee you, it was a really hard NHL check.
Peter down between the benches for this game and getting a perfect look and feel for that hit. One of several that the Avalanche have had during that first period. They wanted to come out and be physical, and they were. McKinnon centered in front. O'Reilly shoots and a diving save. Whose puck sent it out in the slot, taken away by Nashville. Coming back, O'Reilly broke up the play, forced it to be offside on Nashville.
Well, I'll tell you, really impressive goal for the Avalanche in that first period as far as a play by O'Reilly. He just waits. Nice save right there. O'Reilly waited for the goalie to go down and then just couldn't quite get it up over the blocker.
Suns had to leap forward. Made the save. Racing up ice, Tyson Barrie flips the puck in. He'll be the first to get to it. He does. Slides behind the net, intended for Cleach. Broken up by Nashville. Pass for Nystrom. Bounces out to center ice. Talbot holds up back. And tipped it behind him for Barrie to take for the Avalanche. Pass through center. Angles down the ice. No icing. They waved it off. Great hustle by Briere, and the puck stays alive in the Nashville zone. And Yossi took it away. Daniel Briere, terrific hustle. Back into the Av zone. Puck played to center ice for Briere. Tipped in. And Yossi will take the puck. Over 3 minutes gone in the second. 1-0 Colorado. Ribeiro down the boards for Smith. Ribeiro played back towards the point. Ekholm knocked it down out of midair, but couldn't keep the puck inside the blue line. He's back in his own zone. Bounce past the center. Nice steal by Iginla. And poked away from Duchesne. Ribeiro, cross ice pass. Taken on the fly by Forsberg. Skeets in on the off wing. Trying to cut through. And Redmond rode him off the puck, but he took a penalty. Yeah, Forsberg dangerous coming down the middle. Made a cut to the front. And Redmond gets called for a penalty. And had something to say to Forsberg there as he skated by him.
Well, these are the kind of plays, Mike. We're just getting to learn about Philip, and it's not Philippe. It's Philip Forsberg, and I can butcher a name like nobody. So I checked that one out. But see, Mike, see how that puck followed him around as he slipped it through. Most guys get knocked off the puck, they get knocked down, but he's able to continue forward. He draws the penalty. He doesn't score the goal, obviously, but he draws the penalty.
So first power play chance for Nashville.
Avalanche penalty.
They did get a power play goal against the Avs on Tuesday, going 1 for 2.
Penalty, 3 minutes, 43 seconds of the second.
The Avs who have control of the puck. Shot around the boards. And Nashville has used up 20 seconds of their power play time. Yossi needs to kneel. His pass. Grabbed by Fisher. Well, the Avs just held up right at the blue line. Would not allow Nashville to get in. They do another job right there at the line. Standing up at the blue line. Outstanding penalty kill so far for Colorado. Not allowing Nashville to get in, Peter.
Yeah, but Mike, for the Avalanche, good solid penalty kill right here. Yes, but the Avalanche, no, over the course of the last 7 games, they've not been as good as they needed to be. They've had 5 power play goals against them.
Forsberg's shot got slowed up. Goes back towards Yossi. He's got a cannon from the point. So does Weber. He just tipped the puck to Forsberg. In the slot for Fisher. Back towards Yossi. Weber can't get the one-timer off. Yossi can, but he shoots high. O'Reilly took the puck away from Weber. And it's cleared out. Down the ice. Zonitz shoots it ahead for Yossi. Nashville still looking for a shot on net. 40 seconds left in the Redmond penalty. Off for holding at 3:43. Has continued to do a good job. Again, we talked about it earlier, Peter. The mystery is why is the Nashville Predators so bad on the power play this year?
It's been unbelievable when you look at their record. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all, other than the fact that they have really played well 5-on-5 and they had great goaltending.
Wilson with the puck. Pass back to the point for Ekholm. He winds, he shoots. That's blocked. Kept in play by Nashville. Just a couple seconds left to go in the penalty. Shot. Ricochet. Up and out. There's a race for the puck, and Redmond's got a chance, but Ekholm goes back for it. Got to the puck first. No shots on net for Nashville. What a job of penalty killing there for Colorado. Nashville could barely get in over the blue line. Get anything set up. Ribeiro, nice pass. Here's a chance for Bourque, and a brilliant save by Varlamov. Shot, and that is held by Varlamov. Ribeiro with a pretty pass. He set up Gabriel Bourque. He tried to make a move, but Varlamov makes the brilliant save. Take a tour of the Rocky Mountain region's most beautiful mountain resorts with skiing at altitude, as Altitude highlights the best skiing and snowboard getaways in Colorado. Tomorrow night, featuring Copper Mountain Resort. That's skiing at altitude tomorrow night at 5:30. I'm looking forward. I'll be watching that one. Fun to ski there at Copper Mountain. Meanwhile, here in the second period, 13:45 left. Couple things positive for the Avalanche recently. Good penalty kill, and then Varlamov stopped a chance by Bourque. Shot from the slot missed. And another opportunity goes awry for Nashville. Back to the point. Slingshot into the corner. Cullen moves the puck behind the net. Bourque is the one who was denied by Varlamov a short time ago. Chance out in front, whipped away by Gennon. Jones, nice pass, shot by Yarnrock, misses the net. Puck to the corner. After it, Barry chipped it off the boards, got it to center ice for Mitchell. On for McLeod. Pinned up against the boards by Bartley, the Nashville defenseman. Shots now even at 10. Long pass misses, and Varlamov fields the puck, put it behind the net. Quick pass up ice by Redmond for Mitchell. Through the middle, Landeskog charging in. Pass across for McKinnon. Back to the corner for Landeskog. Free for the Preds, clearing attempt, but it was O'Reilly at the blue line holding the puck in for the Avalanche. He dashes after it. He's had a strong game tonight. Back to the point for Redmond. Shoots, kicks it big. And back to the near side boards. O'Reilly's pass got through. What a shift for the Avalanche. Shot by Hayda, and Dan is caught. Zonitz holds on to the puck. These lucky fans were upgraded from the Ram Trucks fan zone to the lower bowl seats, courtesy of Ram Trucks. You can purchase tickets in section 362 for your chance to win and upgrade to the official truck of your Colorado Avalanche.
Again, this period hasn't had quite the same pace as the first. But again, shifts like that, those are the kind of shifts that take its toll as the game goes on.
Tanguay pass in the corner for Iginla. Back to Tanguay. Played to the point. Hayda wide shoots. And the goaltender mask of Marek Zonitz comes off. And so they've got to stop the play. Peter always disagrees on this.
You know, a player loses his helmet, they don't blow the whistle. You know, poor goalies. All, you know, oh my goodness gracious.
Wow, no sympathy at all.
None. None.
Zero.
Zero. Zero tolerance.
You're all for the goaltenders playing without a mask, right?
Oh, I would
Make
love
it
it.
fair.
Well,
that might increase the goal scoring.
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar. You wouldn't see those guys going down to that butterfly. No, sirree.
They'd be sitting on the crossbar, dude.
No heads below the crossbar. It would be shoulders up, shoulders up.
Puck into the corner in the Nashville zone. Avalanche have got it. Pass. Zipped by everybody. all the way down the ice, and Varlamov will set it to the side of the net. Brad Stewart back to retrieve the puck. Bounces out to center ice. McKinnon's got a man going down the middle. There's the pass towards O'Reilly. Sonnet's got a piece of it to send it wide. Centering try by O'Reilly, picked off. Ribeiro sends it up the ice for Smith. Wedged off the puck by Guinness. Quickly whipped up ice. The Avs transition to offense. Landeskog carries the puck in. McKinnon just kept his skate on the blue line to keep it onside for the Avalanche. To the point for Barry. Shoots it around. Cut off behind the net. Threads to the puck. Pass down the center.
Mike, that noise you hear in behind the play, the Avalanche are following. They're keeping that part going. Everything they're doing, they're following through.
Leases the blue line. Puts the puck in. Scooped up. Swatted at by Briere. Rims around to the far wing. Turned back behind the net. And the Avalanche are winning some one-on-one battles to get to the puck. Forsberg couldn't get out of the zone. Stopped by Hita. And the puck flipped to center ice. Cleach. And it punched away from him by Forsberg. The Avs retain possession. Hayden's pass to Talbot. He's got the only goal in this one. Fort's pass gets deflected towards Varlamov, forced to cover for a faceoff.
The line that combined on the first goal gets another opportunity right here. McKinnon, nice job. The defenseman goes down, and I'll tell you, it just missed on the deflection. Nice read by the goaltender. You notice, Mike, I'm saying his name as seldom as possible because you know me. I have total respect for the young man. I don't want to give him about 8 different ways that I said it.
Shots are even in this period, 5 each, but one thing the Avs are doing well tonight, Peter, they are winning faceoffs in this game. They're dominating in that category tonight.
They started early this season, Mike. That wasn't a real strength. But as the years gone on, they've been moving up in that category throughout the league.
Center ice comes McCullough on to Bork. In the slot, Yarnrock slides it across. One-timer missed high. He's down by Smith. Scooped it to the corner for Cullen. Trying to get away from Everberg. Centered into the slot. Mitchell intercepts for the Avalanche. Backhands the puck up and out. Weber back to get it for Nashville. He finds Yossi. Lots of room at center to get into the zone. Cuts in, dropped it, shot, save, and a beauty by Varlamov. He stuck out that right leg and was quick to get to the rebound. Oh, he is on tonight. Semyon Varlamov looking good. The Avs lead 1-0.
Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. It is 1-0 Avs in the second. Want to let you know about Avalanche All Access this week. We take defenseman Nate Ginnon to the View House in the DTC. We're competing in some very serious games, you know, Jenga, Cornhole, Connect Four, all that good stuff that gets all that competition out. You can catch the show tonight, which airs at 11 a.m. and it runs through Sunday to see who wins that very important competition. Guys.
Julia, what game were you best at?
Cornhole.
Really?
Right. Well, if you're going to be good at something, I guess that's the one to be.
Yeah. You want to be good at that. Shot by Ginla, and then a tip sends the puck wide. To the far side, quick pass comes down the ice. Barry after it. Pressure from Philip Forsberg. Chased him down, has him pinned against the boards. Ribeiro steals away the puck. Played it back behind him. Weber trying to get free, but the Avs on him. Yossi cross ice. Pass in the middle. Forsberg turns and shoots, had it blocked. Ginla moving out in the center. Tanguay held up as he came to the line. That forced the play to be offside.
Michael, let's have a look at this save by Semyon Varlamov. This will be a right pad save. It's a good hard shot. Boom, pulls it in, and grabs it. That looks so easy, but watch what happens. This bounces off his pad. He sees it, he controls it, pulls it back, face off. I mean, that's one of those situations, Mike, where most goaltenders, it explodes off the pad. It's right back in the slot, and someone's there to maybe have a good opportunity.
Players are taught, right, Peter? Shoot at the pads, you're going to get some rebounds if it doesn't go in.
Well, just look at the Stanley Cup championship last year, Game 7. Martinez's goal was exactly that kind of play.
With the puck moving in, Beck turns and shoots, and a deflection sends the puck out of play.
Well, Mike, you know, it's interesting how the All-Star game comes. For the Colorado Avalanche, they had played 48 games. They had 34 games remaining. But it really feels like the second half is beginning. We're well past the second half, obviously. The start of the second half. But now everything really, the intensity really starts to pick up. Just talking to the players, that first game back, it was there. Tonight, you can just feel it. These are clubs, Mike. The first game was a 1-0 game until a couple empty net goals. And then last game was Mike went to a shootout. And tonight it's a 1-0 game. But the points are so important for both teams.
And look at last night's game for Nashville. They go to a shootout.
And was that a great game? They were up 2-0. And then in the second period, St. Louis scored 4 goals. They were up 4-3, heading on the third. Late in the third period, Nashville ties it up. The overtime was just brilliant by both clubs. They both had 4 shots on goal. The goalies were great. It goes all the way to a shootout. And it was, you know, I mean, it was just the kind of game, talking to the people in St. Louis, that nobody standing for about the last 15 minutes of the game.
You got a sense that those guys, and then put in Chicago, they're going to battle to the end for supremacy in the Central Division.
Oh, like it's going to be a real battle for that first place spot. Remember, the only guaranteed playoff, games or matchups is 2 versus 3. So, if you want to look for maybe a little bit, if that's what you can say, easier matchup, you want to get that top spot.
And then if you get to that second round, it gives you another home ice advantage.
Yep.
Backhanded in, covered by Varlamov. That puck kind of spun on him a little bit. It was on its edge, but he was quick to cover the rebound.
For Cody McLeod, who, like, he does this every night. This is the game that he plays. I mean, these are hard hits. I mean, he just follows through. And the thing about it was, he has a nice talk. He and Gostad had a little, listen to me, what a fool. They had a fight last game, and they're yapping again. And Gostad, he's certainly not going to back down. But Cody's talking to a guy that's 6'5", 225 pounds, 230. He's giving away a little bit of everything there. A little height, a little weight, a little reach, the whole 9 yards.
Not giving away words.
No. Still, my favorite night between the benches this year was St. Louis and the Avalanche when Ott and McLeod went at it verbally. It was it was hilarious. Because they're 2 of the best.
Cody McLeod, that fight against Gostad, that was his 10th fighting major of the season. Right now, standing at, whoa! Wow! That shot by Weber, just an absolute pill as it goes to the net.
Mike, I'm telling you right now, I am on the highest mental alert of the season. The reason why? You see that right there? That hit the post? Where did that hit? His shoulder and just up and over? Weber's a right side defenseman, so he is coming down the boards right where I'm standing. And if he decides to get that puck out of the zone and he misses by a little bit, it's coming right at him. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't happen to see me on camera, I'm ducking, I'm diving. I ain't going to be
not
around.
ashamed, are you?
Not one bit. Not even a little bit. If he turns, Mike, and you see him firing up the boards, you'll hear me.
There goes
Smith. He's down and out again.
There it is, that by Forsberg. He walked right in. He banged it off the post. Boy, he made that look smooth. But he hit the post. In the slot, Yossi makes the pass. Shot whistled wide of the net.
He's got some talent, doesn't he, Mike?
He's got tons of talent. And it's very, very smooth and graceful as he makes his plays.
He must be deceptively fast because he just blew right by.
But it doesn't look like his legs are chugging, do they?
No.
Yep. Forsberg looking up to see if there was a replay of what happened. He moved right in and clanged it off the crossbar.
Jarome Iginla and your Colorado Avalanche are back on the road, getting ready to go toe-to-toe with division rival Dallas. The puck drops Tuesday at 6, only on Altitude Sports.
Let's take a peek at tonight's Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. And Peter, for Avalanche fans have been watching lately, Avs the last 3 times they pulled a goaltender have scored a goal to send it to overtime.
But Mike, didn't it seem like the number should be higher for last year?
It felt like they did a lot more.
You know what? It's part of that aura that surrounded that season. For the Avalanche, it's exactly the same number as it was last year, 4 for 16. But Mike, you and I talked about it at the top of the show. I've never seen 3 games in 4 nights. See it done. I just don't remember that ever happening for or against any club that I was, following or playing with.
Did that match what happened last year, Peter? After, there's still 32 games to go.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there won't be any more times to pull a goaltender because the Avalanche won't be in that situation. But you know it's going to happen at some point. But now the Avalanche, they're locked into the idea that they can score in those situations.
It's amazing confidence to have when you're in those situations. Lead this game 1-0. O'Reilly pass across for McKinnon. Puck lifted out in the center. Back into the Avalanche zone. Barry. Got some time. Makes the pass across his own zone for Gennon. Gets the pass back. Chased by Wilson. Over towards Gennon. His pass tipped by O'Reilly to the corner. O'Reilly hustling for the puck. He beat Ekholm to it. Works it up the boards. Dropped it there for McLeod. Put it behind the net for McKinnon. Centered. Shot by Mitchell. And it's kicked away. Mitchell again with a puck. Shoots, and that's blocked. Pass by Wilson. And then it's bounced in to the Colorado zone. Under 5 minutes to go. Second period. Score has not changed at the start of this period. Still 1-0 Avalanche. Talbot with the goal. Gostet's pass to center. Pulling up and back. Redmond took away the puck. Shoots it out to center. And it results in an icing call on the Avalanche. Avs are back in action Tuesday nights. They're on the road. They face the Dallas Stars. You don't want to miss any of the game, and it's a big one for the Avs and the Stars. We'll start our coverage at 6 o'clock here on Altitude.
Yeah, coming into tonight's game, Dallas, Colorado both with 51 points. And as we mentioned earlier, they play each other 3 times, Mike. And one team dominates that series, the other team might not catch up.
Dallas played last night. They beat Ottawa 6-3. Mitchell, poke check. Quick long pass up ice for Ribeiro. He fires, and it goes off of Varlamov to the corner, overskated by Forsberg. Tagged against the boards by Iginla. Scooped up. Smith. Ribeiro. Hold on to the puck. Kept it away from Duchesne somehow. Weber fires a bullet, and it deflects wide of the net. Kept in play. Ribeiro trying to center, but slowed up by Holden, and Varlamov dives on top of the puck.
Oh, Mike, again, the Avalanche. Like, you go back over the course as we watch the Avalanche again with Varlamov and the nice play and all of the things for the Avalanche as far as working. But you go to the last 7 games, they've allowed 19 goals. Here's how they break down. They had one against them in overtime, 2 in shootouts, 5 on the power play. So, Mike, in the last 7 games, they've only allowed 11 5-on-5 goals. The defensive game is coming together from the Avalanche. Earlier, they were running around. They weren't doing all the things that they needed to do. Now they are.
To the corner, Cullen has the puck. Looks his way behind the net. Pass back to the point. Jones falls down and gives up the puck. Talbot coming in. Shoots wide of the net. Leash for the Avalanche. Working along the backboard. Centered shot. And no goal. The referee was quick to say it did not go in. Behind the net. Centered across. Chance for Talbot, but it bounced off his stick. Charging after it is Barry. Centered shot. Save. Another chance. Tipped back to the point. Down the boards. Cut off by Jones.
He's made a couple of huge saves.
Jones puck, but the Avs just relentless in the zone. They're still after. They still got it. Briere back to the point. Pass down the slot. O'Reilly. He's back to Barrie. Cross ice. Back to Barrie. High in the slot. Coming down the middle. Barrie curls to the corner. What a shift for the Avalanche. But then the puck does come free. Carried up ice by Ford. Chased down by Barrie and dumped in. So that was a terrific shift by Colorado. They were relentless.
But a great example of how well Barrie can skate. He gets caught in the corner, I mean, as far as trying to make a play, and who comes back to make the defensive play?
Pass through the middle, broken up. Once again, O'Reilly coming up with a loose puck. Hand off to McKinnon, coming wide, he shoots. Blocked. Back to the corner. Race to the puck, and O'Reilly got there first. Back in the corner for O'Reilly. Spins off one man, walks right in, he shoots, and it goes off the side of the net. McKinnon feeds it back. Hayden drills it, and it is caught and held for a faceoff. But boy, the ice is tilting. Two terrific back-to-back shifts for Colorado.
And O'Reilly, here's the first opportunity for the Avalanche. Good work down low. But you see, Mike, we saw it last game for Nashville. All five guys down right in front of the net. And here's Tyson Barrie. Gets the puck across the Avalanche. The puck comes up, and this is Barrie after he gets caught in the corner playing the puck down low. Like he's the first guy back to help out defensively. I mean, that's a strong shift by Tyson Barrie.
Are they doing a review, Peter? See if this puck went in?
I imagine that they are.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we're going to see them err on the side of, well, you know, we don't care. I mean, the points are just too important. And, you know, the only thing that makes me wonder a little bit, you know, in Toronto, they looked at it several times. And he just wants to make 100% sure. I mean, I didn't see any situation where it gave me pause to think that the puck had gone over the line. But Mike, you've got all that stuff in Toronto. Those guys are so well schooled in how to read all of these situations. So you just make sure. It takes 30 seconds and everybody's happy.
Except for the team that didn't get a goal.
Yes. Except when they make a mistake.
On the draw, the puck's picked up, and Shea Weber makes the pass. Nystrom cross ice. Brought in down the wing by the defenseman Yossi. Threw it out in front. Cut off by Varlamov. Made it with a puck for the Avs. Hands up the middle. It's deflected. Weber coming back toward the puck. McLeod trying to get to him, and McLeod ran him down, and there's going to be a penalty on McLeod for that. Oh, McLeod is not happy at all.
Colorado number 55, minor penalty, hooking.
Let's see. Does he plays the hand or the stick? That's what. I don't think that's the penalty. You see, Mike? See where you got him on the hands? And that's the only thing that I can see is that, you know, you hit the man's hands, they make the call.
So it sets this up. Now it's a 2-minute minor, but there's only 1:19 to go in the period. And Weber is on the bench right now. So he is not out there for this power play situation as a beginning for Nashville. But knocked down. Kicked in play by Smith. Works his way along. Bounce back in the slot. Shot goes wide. Back up for Jones. Down the boards. Behind the net. Wilson sends it to Ribeiro.
1 minute remaining.
Again, took it away and then fired down the ice by O'Reilly. Some good work there, Ryan O'Reilly again. Oh, what a game he has had.
Isn't it, Mike? I'm telling you, he's on the
I think it's his best game of the year.
Offensively, he's been great, and defensively, he's been what he's been all season.
Oh, boy, look out. Ribeiro has to protect the puck. Got it away from Talbot. And the Avs continue to put the pressure on, eating up time. There's only 35 seconds left in McLeod's hooking penalty. By the way, Peter, for McLeod, that's 100 penalty minutes. He has tied a franchise record at 7 consecutive seasons with 100 penalty minutes or more. That ties a franchise record.
And, you know, he comes about, honestly, like 10 fights. There's no misconducts or none of that, you know, fluffy stuff. It is all hard work and minutes.
And hard work and penalty kill for the Avalanche. The seconds left to go. There'll be some time in the second period for the Reds to score on the power play. And here's the key, Peter, I think. The third period seems to be where it's the toughest on the opponents when they go back-to-back, especially here in Denver where there's the altitude.
And Mike, I've been doing a couple of games. You know, early in the season I did Vancouver, and then I did Dallas down here. And the shifts get short, the stride gets shorter. So for the Avalanche, that's what you want to do. You want to push the pace, and see if you can't get that next one. Because once you're ahead by 2, when you're tired, it's a tough comeback.
2 periods done. Same score that we had at the end of the first. It's 1-0 in favor of the Colorado Avalanche. Mac Talbot with the goal. Stay tuned for the Subaru intermission report. Colorado Avalanche Hockey on Altitude is brought to you by Groove Subaru on Broadway or online at grooveauto.com. Arby's. Right now, get 2 classic fish sandwiches for only $5. And by the Ford Fusion, offering the availability of all-wheel drive with big MPGs, smart technology, and unsurpassed quality. See what happens when fun meets the road. Ford, go further. Avalanche lead the Predators 1-0 after 2 periods. Still 41 seconds left in the power play for Nashville as our third period begins. Peter, not a tremendous amount of shots in this game have hit the net, but I think both goaltenders have been sharp tonight, which is one of the reasons we have a 1-0 game.
Absolutely, Mike. And what you know for these 2 goaltenders when they're looking down, this isn't a wide-open offensive battle. There's just been good hard work. Zonitz, Mike, has been strong when he's needed to be. He made a couple of real good pad saves in that second period, you know, and would work the puck well, and then Semyon Varlamov at the other end. Because you know, one little letdown. I just, like, for example, last night, Montreal versus the Rangers. It was a 0-0 game late. One mental mistake by Lundqvist, and bang, the Montreal Canadiens win 1-0. So that's how tough these goaltenders have to be. Mike, sometimes it's physically you have to be really good. Other nights, it's mentally you have to be really good.
And there's your Lexus on the ice. We talk goaltenders. Getting set for this third period of play. 41 seconds left in McLeod's penalty. Off for hooking. Late in the second period. After the Avs score in the third, you score with Subway. Go to your local Subway restaurant tomorrow for any regular 6-inch sub for just $3 after 3. Nashville, a little time left on their power play. They get into the zone. Forsberg shoots. Blocker save made by Varlamov. Pass to the corner. To the point. Weber. 15 seconds left to go in the penalty. Talbot tangles up and slugs the puck down the ice. And he got tangled up with Forsberg. Pass up the ice for Forsberg. He couldn't get through Landeskog or O'Reilly. Yossi can get into the zone, but forced wide. Shoots it around the boards. McLeod out of the box. So the Avalanche 2 for 2. Killing penalties. They've only allowed 1 shot total in 4 minutes of power play time for Nashville.
Mike, it's been a very disciplined game. The Avalanche have taken 2 penalties. Nashville's taken 1. Nobody has made a stupid mistake to take a penalty.
O'Reilly dropped it. McKinnon cut off as he tried to move behind the net. Pass comes across. Craig Smith without a stick for Nashville. Behind the net, McKinnon controls the puck. Comes straight. There's the pass in front. Save made. Rebound. Back towards the point. And turned back into the Avalanche zone. Varlamov moves the puck around the boards. Dumped in. Mazanec comes out of the net. The puck slides into the corner. Put up ice by Matthias Ekholm. DeBoer to the corner. Ekholm jumps up into the play. Waved the puck behind the net. Cullen stripped away. Duchesne Sends it high around the glass. Drops down. Held in at the blue line by Bourque in the slot. Shot, and it rolled off of a Jarnrock on the center. Picked off by Iginla. Flipped the puck to center ice.
Get over! Get over!
Weber. Jarnrock tips the puck in. Carried up ice by McLeod. Trying to play it out. Ochenkov cut it off, but it comes free. Duchesne sends it ahead for McLeod. Dumps the puck in. Everberg after it behind the net. Josi took it away. And the defenseman shoots the puck to center. Weber, hard pass across for Beck. Barry cuts him off. Throws it to the front of the net. Loose puck. And Mitchell's got it for the Avalanche. Beck ties him up. And the puck lifted over Josi's head out to center ice. Cross ice for Weber. Moving down the wing. He shoots. Puck tip. Floats high in the air to the corner. Nystrom for Nashville. Blocked by Barry. Nystrom took it back in the corner. Mitchell. Nice job protecting the puck. Pass across for Guerin. Looks for Barry. You talk about physical play. Tyson Barrie the other night had his season high 4 hits in that game. He's had 3 already in this game.
That's the, the unappreciated part of this game. He's not afraid of anything.
McKinnon trying to slip in. The poke check, a penalty coming up on Nashville. Mazanec came out and poke checked the puck away, but there was a penalty happening at the same time. And so the Avalanche, here is that golden opportunity right now to get that 2-0 lead in the third.
Nashville, minor penalty hooking.
Just again, the speed coming through that neutral zone. If you don't play him perfectly, he is going to dart by you. But he draws another penalty. One of the top players in the National Hockey League as far as drawing penalties. So Mike, it's a couple things going on in this power play. One, if you score, it's huge in this game. But if you score, it's huge in later games. Because you're starting to get that ability to get that big power play goal at the big time.
And here's that big time right now against a tired Nashville team in the third period. They haven't been able to generate offense in this game in terms of scoring a goal. Now you're trying to make it a 2-0 lead. Working the puck around. Landeskog in the slot. McKinnon down low and actually slipped on net. And the puck then bounced out to center. Mazanec had to be very, very alert making that save. Pass over the line. Avs coming again. O'Reilly walking right in. Throws back into the corner. Pass up to the half boards for Landeskog. Down the boards for McKinnon. Back to the point. Holden. Swept to the goal. Barry. What an athletic move that was. He looked so off balance, and somehow he chopped that puck down, kept it going. McKinnon passing the slot down low. Landeskog shot. Mazanec makes the save. Back to the point. Holden, his pass gets tipped. And racing out to center. 2-on-1 developing. Barry is back. Fisher, shot, save. And the rebound comes up high. As it got it. Varlamov, big save. McKinnon pulls up, pass goes across, picked off, and lifted over everybody's head. Race back into the Colorado zone. Bourque steals away the puck. Knocked off with the puck by McKinnon. And race back the other way. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty. Duchesne shot down low, save made by Mazanec. Back to the point, and it comes out to center. Pass slides into the Nashville zone. Jones almost clopped it up. And then it's taken back by the Avs. Again, like cross ice for Tanguay. Waits patient with the puck. Penalty just about over. Avs though, puck in the Nashville zone. Out of the box comes Ekholm. Duchesne. Centered shot. Score! Jarome Iginla with his team leading 16th goal of the season. And the Avs are up 2-0 in the game. And he just hit a big milestone. That is 1,200 for Jarome Iginla.
Mike, this play was so nice. Tanguay down to Duchesne. But you see Iginla come across. But who's in front of the net causing trouble? Cody McLeod draws 2 guys. Watches Iginla comes through the slot. Two guys go to McLeod, and Iginla's right in there in that seam and just fires it home. Those are the ones earlier in the season, Mike, that just weren't going in. Right now, he is on fire.
16th goal of the season, number 12.
Came right after the power play expired. The Avalanche get the even strip goal by Jarome Iginla. The Avalanche, boy, this puts them in a great spot here in this third period.
Time to go 5 minutes.
Side of the net.
54 seconds of the
Gets
third
it back.
period. Iginla from Duchesne and Tecton.
Barrow high in the slot with the puck. Looking to make a move.
Bingo.
Pass down the slot. Shot saved by Varlamov. Well, the Avs scored. You win with Subway. Go to your local Subway restaurant tomorrow for any regular 6-inch sub for $3 after 3. Jarome Iginla. What a milestone. 1,200 points. And the Avs lead 2-0. Peter, what a milestone for Jarome Iginla. 1,200 points.
And Mike, you have to make the point because it's absolutely true. A good part of Jarome Iginla's career was in the dead puck era. And yet he still was able to put up numbers year after year after year. He won the scoring championship one year, and he's getting a huge ovation from his teammates. I don't think the crowd realized, how big a number 1,200 points is. It is, Mike, it's year in, year out production. And he just now, for the Colorado Avalanche, he hadn't scored goals in back-to-back games all year. Now what has he done? Back-to-back-to-back. He's got 16 goals on the season right now, and this is his club. Mike, we've talked always about Nashville, how hard they are to score against. Well, that's his 7th goal in the last 8 games against Nashville. He has 35 goals against Nashville. Guess who's next as far as goals against Nashville in a career? Teemu Selanne with 24. I mean, he's blowing the opposition away, and we've all seen. And the interesting thing is he was never in the same division until now this year. Calgary was never in that division with Nashville when they were in the Western Conference.
Peter, you've seen the Nashville Predators having a player go into the penalty box. Wilson is in the box, but he's serving the penalty for Mike Ribeiro, who got a unsportsmanlike conduct call, and in addition, a 10-minute plus a game
Nashville penalty.
misconduct. So Ribeiro, who's their leading scorer,
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike
is now gone for the game.
And the thing about it is, Mike, this time of the year, the referees will listen to a lot. I mean, a lot. So to get that, a 2, a 10, and a game, you had to have gone overboard a little bit.
Offside for Colorado. With 13:03 to go. So this is a power play chance for the Avs. And they can completely put this game away, Peter, if they can finish this up right here. This will be over.
Yeah, and you look at Cody McLeod, Stephen Finn, Randy Moller, Dale Hunter, all players for the Quebec Nordiques, but he's number 1 right now as far as 100-minute seasons in a row, or in his career.
Backhanded down the wall by Iginla. Yeah, working on the power play, trying to put this game away. Shane has the puck. Into Iginla. 3-game goal scoring streak. Nice pass. Tip by McLeod in front, goes wide.
He's becoming a fixture, isn't he, Mike?
He is.
McLeod on the power play right in front.
He's headed off the ice for the other forwards. Fresh legs out for the Avalanche. A minute to go in the Ribeiro penalty. That's being served by Colin Wilson. At the point, Barry. Holden down the boards for O'Reilly. 40 seconds to go in this power play for the Avalanche. Lead at 2-0. Good spot here against Nashville. Back to the point. Slid across. Shot. Wide of the net. Put back around and out to center. 20 seconds left in the penalty. That's up ice for McKinnon. Checked by Gaustad. Throws it out to center. Puck taken by Holden. Finds McKinnon. Sends the puck into the Nashville zone. penalty is over. Wilson's on the ice. The Avalanche 0 for 3 tonight on the power play and 0 for 7 this season against Nashville. They did not get a shot on goal during that power play chance.
And now Mike 0 for 16 the last 5 games. So, you know, it's still working on it because you know it's going to be important.
Now we're going to see a couple things here. This third period. Do the Nashville Predators have any legs left after playing a shootout match in St. Louis last night? A hard-fought game. And for the Avalanche, it's about closing this out, right, Peter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shut the door. Don't give Nashville any hope.
Smart shifts. If they're going to score, make it a great play. Don't give them a cheap penalty, a cheap power play. Don't make a mistake. Don't overextend your shifts. Just really smart. Take this in. You got 10 minutes. You take it in.
Half a period to go. Avalanche up 2-0 against Nashville. Neal, the puck in. Down the slot. Fisher poke checked away. Get it. Nice play. Bounced out to center. Sent across. Predators only with 4 shots in this period. Weber couldn't squeeze through Mitchell and Gennon. Back to center ice. Yossi to the red line. Pass over the line for Fisher. He shoots. And a tip by Gennon sends the puck out of play. All right, we crossed the halfway point of the third period. Avs have added a goal. They're up 2-0 in the third. All right, let's answer the Did You Know question presented by Stevenson Automotive. And here is the question we asked earlier. Matt Duchene, Nathan MacKinnon, each with 5 shootout goals this season. Who holds the Avs record with 10? Peter said it was some of the 10 most exciting, brilliant goals he's ever seen.
Mike
Wojtek Wolski.
Remember that year? It was every single one of them was different. That was what made it so interesting. Milan Hejduk did it twice with 6, and Duchene and MacKinnon already have 5 this season. But Wolski would come in. He did the Peter Forsberg one time. He went backhand, forehand. He went top shelf. It was like a magician.
Nashville with the puck, shot by Jones. Whistles wide of the net. Back to center. Tanguay threw it back into his own zone. Quick pass up ice for Duchene. Pulls up, waits, spin around Jones. And the pass comes up ice for Bourque to take. Through the middle, over the line. Shot to the front, kicked away by Varlamov. Loose puck, bouncing, and Varlamov has got it in the glove.
Kind of a funny play because Tanguay and Mike, I'll tell you one of the things that some night I'll find the right play to highlight how well he tracks the puck. Mike, he works harder than anybody on the Avalanche as far as going after the puck. When he goes after the puck, he goes all out chasing it down. And you know, over the years he's become so good defensively. Not pleased himself right there because that turned out to be a dangerous play on that bouncing puck.
Riley on the faceoff. Nashville gets it to the point for Yossi. Shoots through traffic. Glove save made by Varlamov. That is now 21 saves tonight for Varlamov.
Yeah, Mike, tell me the Weber story that Nate Gennon told you.
Oh, I was just laughing so hard because I was talking to Nate and I just said, well, boy, that's just something else. I was telling the story about how we were watching Weber shoot and you couldn't see it until it hit the boards. Well, he said one time he took a shot and it just went right into Varlamov. Really stung him. But Varlamov said to the defenseman, hey, nice job, you guys, getting out of the way so I could see it. And Gennon goes, well, yeah, of course we're getting out of the way. We don't want to be near it when it's on its way.
These are guys on his own team. He gets no tip-in goals.
Right. Oh, exactly.
They give it the old shillelagh wave, you know. Let's have a look at it. And Mike, again, they're almost stunning because the goaltenders are there. You know, they've actually right here.
It's amazing how they bounce off the goaltender, isn't it? And go in.
They go right through. I mean, they just continue on, even if you get a piece of them. I feel much safer this period. He's way over on the other side.
Well, keep your head up, though.
Oh yeah.
Smith coming in. Cross ice. Ekholm shoots. Another nice save by Varlamov. Forsberg to the corner. In front. Nice poke check by Stewart. Jones pass to the side of the net for Smith. To the far side point. Ekholm finds Philip Forsberg. Threw it off the side of the net. Forsberg chases down the puck. Centered. Comes all the way back to the far side point. Ekholm wide. Shoots. Blocked by Iginla.
And then Iginla just runs him.
Jones shoots off a hand of Alex Tanguay. Knocked his glove off. Tanguay's going to the bench, Peter.
Like, it didn't knock the glove off. What happened was it got hit so hard, he tucked it underneath his arm and then pulled his hand out.
I saw the puck hit his glove, and then I just saw the bare hand.
Yeah, he got hit. He tucked it under his arm, the glove, and then just pulled the hand out.
Back to the point. Shot by Volchenkov, blocked in front by Nate Gennin. Peter, Nate Gennin's had a good year.
Oh, and with tons of ice time, and again, just that complimentary piece to play with Tyson Barrie to allow him to break out, just to skate up the ice. And
shot by Nystrom gets blocked, but back towards Volchenkov. Well, Predators, to their credit, not showing too much tired legs here.
No, Mike, that's why that was such a big goal by Iginla. This is a team that all season long, I mean, the one thing they do really well, they roll 4 lines, and they get everybody involved. And you look at the numbers last night's game against St. Louis. Everybody, it was pretty even. Yossi had played over 30 minutes, but, in those kind of overtime games, that's to be expected. Because the forwards, a lot of even ice time.
Get a nice steal at center. Shot gets tipped up into the screen, and the puck has gone out of play. Well, let's look back at that play where Alex Tanguay left the ice.
This is Jones. He just winds up and fires, and you can just see now this would be a good angle of it. Watch the hand. You see what he does, Mike? He comes out with an open palm, and so often you're told to turn your hand the other way, use the padding, but Tangs comes out trying to block it and take it right. Hopefully it's going to be in the fatty part of the hand and much more of just a bruise. That's going to be sore no matter what.
Well, the Avalanche don't play again until next Tuesday. Fisher with the puck coming in, he shoots and shoots wide. It's an interesting part of the schedule right now, isn't it, Peter? The amount of time between games. Tip in front, comes wide. You had all those days off before the All-Star break. And you haven't played since Tuesday in Nashville. Now you don't play again until next Tuesday.
Yeah, you got three more days off for the Avalanche after this game.
And off the glass, in out by Stewart. Colorado called for icing. 5:46 left to go. Visit your Colorado Kia dealers today to discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. Go to ColoradoKiaDealers.com and learn more.
Okay, Mike, now we're down, almost that 5-minute mark. For the Avalanche to get into the playoffs, there is no lead that they have. If they lose in the last 5 minutes, that's not going to cost them dearly. It's just, it's just this situation. So this is when they're going to have to be at their best.
Long pass. Quebec broken up at the blue line. Split across by Jones. As again with the puck. Mitchell's pass hit a skate. But Mitchell chases the puck down. Lost it in front. Tip wide of the net. Wraparound try. Diving save by Varlamov. Gordon with the puck. Pass back to the point. Slid across. Ekholm shoots. And a body. Ricochet to the corner. Cleared out by Mitchell. But he's hurt. And there's a penalty on Nashville. Took a stick to the face. We'll come back with details. 2-0 Avs in the third. Recap brought to you by Jimmy John's. In the first period, Max Talbot on the rebound, chopped in his fourth. And that lead of 1-0 held up to the third period. And Jarome Iginla, Tanguay to Duchesne. And again, like cutting across, fired in his 16th, which leads the team in that category, and his career 1,200 points. And that's where we're at, 2-0. A penalty has been called on Nashville. Taylor Beck for high sticking. It's a single minor. At 14:57, the Avalanche on the power play with 5:03 left to go. Weber snaps the puck around and out. And Varlamov will set the puck behind the net. Over the line, Duchesne. McKinley in the corner with the puck. Comes free, back to the point. Slid across, and there is Alex Tanguay.
Yep. It was the fatty part of his hand.
Okay. Shot and glove save, eh? Was on it. The puck for a face-off.
Mike, we just saw BX in Vancouver break his hand and, you know, blocking a shot out 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, if it happened to catch it in that area, he just looked at Matt Sokolowski and just sort of nodded that, you know, it's okay, but he's grabbing an ice bag the minute he got to the bench.
Good one on the face-off. One-timer, Killa blasted one. Deflected to the corner. Landeskog feeds it back to the blue line. Backhand saucer pass by Barry to Landeskog. He's surrounded, but made a pass. Taken away, and it's sent out to center. Iginla cuts it off. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Avs up 2-0, working on the power play. O'Reilly, Iginla teed up, shot. Blocked by Jones. 3-on-2 for Nashville, but short-handed. Yarnrock walks in, trickles back behind the net. And the puck flipped away for McKinnon to take. 35 seconds left in Beck's penalty. One shot on net so far for the Avalanche on their 4th power play chance of the game. Tip at center, McLeod coming in. He's got a man with him. Gives it to Holden. He shoots. And deflected wide. Loose puck in front. Flicked away. Forsberg picks up. 10 seconds left to go. Goes down to the ice. That allows the Avs to regain possession. 3 minutes left to go in the game. That's it. Penalty is over. And the Avalanche are 0 for 4. They had a couple of shots on that last power play. Forsberg carrying the puck in, dropped it for Neal. He shoots. Blocker save made by Varlamov. In the slot, backhander goes wide.
Like they keep coming, I'll tell you, Nashville has no quitting.
Kicked in, shot by Yossi. Hand pass called on Nashville. I agree with you, Peter. Oh, that's impressive. This is a team that hasn't stopped.
Well, for Joe McGinnis, Mike, I can't tell you how many players talked to me about how big that goal was in the second period against Nashville. Now the goal here tonight equally big in this game. But the goal against Nashville. Remember, Mike, Nashville was down 1-0 after the first period. They were just storming the Avalanche in the second period. They made it 1-1. They made it 2-1. There was a TV timeout, and the fans stood the entire time and were cheering, and they were screaming. The place was going crazy. Iginla scored, and everything went boom. And it really, I think, set up the Avalanche sort of working their way through. Now, they got a late, goalie-pulled goal, but you know, if Nashville had gotten that next goal in that time, it might have been a very different story. So a couple big goals for the Avalanche by Iginla.
2:34 left.
Well, I tell you, Mike, it's as much as this win is big, the fact that Tanguay is back on the bench and playing. Whew. When he went off, the way he was holding his hand, I thought that's just pure trouble.
There's the ice bag. Yeah, Alex Tanguay keeping on that hand. That's going to be sore tomorrow.
But for a veteran like Alex, you might not need to practice, Coach. That hand's really killing it.
I'll see you in Dallas.
Yeah.
Carried in by Talbot. He shoots. Knocked down. Loose puck. Still loose. Tipped into the corner. Out to center ice. Neal carrying it. Rolling pull. Merrick Mazanet's on his way. Extra skater out for Nashville. Shot blocked. Kipped in. Weber winds. Then did not shoot it. It bounced out in front. Loose puck slugged to the corner. So Nashville trying to do what the Avalanche did, but they've got 2 goals to catch up. There's a loose puck and just caught in time by Josi before it went into the empty net. Long pass ahead for Forsberg. Holden took away the puck. Couldn't get out of the zone. Forsberg's pass comes across. Carried down by Jones. 1:30 left to go. Fisher to the point. Ekholm down the boards for Beck. And the pass from through center. Jones lost the puck. Shot at the side of the net by McKinnon. The red light went on, and now it will come back on for Landeskog's empty netter. And the Avalanche seal it. They're going to get the win. That will get them to 53 points. And they stay within striking distance of that wild card spot.
Absolutely, Mike. Boy, I'll tell you, you talk about, there haven't been many games this year where the Avalanche has sort of clinically dissected the opposition and done exactly what they needed to do to win a hockey game. You've had Semyon Varlamov, Mike, he's, what, a minute and 11 away from a perfect game for the Colorado Avalanche. You had Talbot, a big goal in the first period, so they got the first period lead. They got the first goal. And then, again, comes up with his 3rd goal in 3 games, back-to-back-to-back.
1 minute.
Almost a misplay behind the net. And then a block in the cloud. Way slow in getting up.
Gabriel Landeskog.
He's staying out on the ice. Nobody tougher than Cody McLeod. But that had to hurt. 40 seconds to go in the game.
49 seconds in the 3rd period.
Sent across and tipped down to center ice. Last half minute of the game. Barry finds the puck, shoots it across, and is tipped in by the Avalanche. 20 seconds away from the victory. Talbot again one. Landeskog with the goals. Lifted up and tipped into the Avalanche bench out of play with just 4 seconds to go in the game. So what an effort. Semyon Varlamov. Now, not a ton of saves, Peter, but we saw early on he made some key saves and established that he was going to be on tonight.
Yeah, Mike, I know you're picking the 3 stars in tonight's game. A couple guys made it pretty easy. Yeah, maybe that 3rd star, it was a tough one, but, shutout in a big game like this, Iginla matching that mark, pretty impressive stuff.
For Varlamov, his 4th shutout this season. And the Avalanche has just beaten the 2nd best team in the National Hockey League in terms of points. And they've shut him out. A 3-0 win. Max Talbot gets the game-winning goal. And what a team effort, Peter. They had an agenda when this game started, and they did everything they wanted to do tonight, didn't they?
Absolutely. It was almost perfect. It limited the number of chances. Everybody was in, the defensemen all played just about the same amount. They've now 1-0-1 without Johnson, who's been arguably the MVP of the season so far this year. So, just so many positives for the Avalanche.
There's a game winner, Max Talbot, 4th goal of the season. And the Avalanche can go and celebrate. And they're on the ice again next Tuesday in Dallas. All right, as the Avs head off the ice, in a moment we'll have the interview with the star of the game, Now let's listen in. Here's the announcement of tonight's 3 stars, presented by Aspire Natural Sports Drinks.
Time now for tonight's 3 stars of the game, as selected by Mike Haynes of Altitude Television. Tonight's 3rd star from the Avalanche, picking up point number 27 on the season, number 90, Rhino Riley. Tonight's 2nd star from the Avalanche with a goal in his milestone 1200th point, number 12, Jarome Iginla. And tonight's 1st star with 23 saves and the shutout, number 1, Semyon Varlamov. And our number 1 star is with Julie Browman.
Your 4th shutout of the season. What did you see out there in front of you tonight?
I've seen the really good team who play against us, and then I think we've done a great job today. My teammates play awesome for me, and then I appreciate what they've done for me today. Seriously, they play all 60 minutes, and I think we played a really solid game, so we deserve to win.
It was a big game against a very good team. You guys now just sit 2 points behind Calgary for the wild card spot. What does that mean with 32 games to go?
It means a lot for us, for sure. Nashville playing very well this season, and it's a tough appointment to play against. And then, like I said before, we played a full game, and then we had a good start today. That was the key, I think.
A lot of times the guys are talking about your performance, but tonight Jarome Iginla with his goal hits 1,200 points. That has to be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's nice to be part of that. I can tell that. Jarome, he's a great player, and then he's a great veteran, so it's nice to play with him, with the same team.
Thanks, Varley.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming.
All right, Semyon Varlamov, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Julie Varlamov. With his 4th shutout of the season, only 3rd time Nashville's been shut out this year, as the Avs win it 3-0 over the Predators. Please join us again next Tuesday. The Avalanche are headed to Texas to take on the Dallas Stars. We'll start our coverage at 6 o'clock. Now let's go to the studio for the AutoNation Toyota Locker Room Report.